is interpolation. Consider a function y equals f of x defined in the range x naught less than or equal to x less than or equal to xn. So x values are x naught, x1, x2, so on up to xn. Now for the values x naught, x1, x2, xn, the corresponding values of an unknown function y equals f of x be y0, y1, y2, etc. yn. Then the process of finding the value of y for any given value of x which lies in between x0 and xn is called interpolation. So interpolation means the process of finding the value of y for any given value of x, but x value should lie in between x0 and xn. If x value doesn't lie in between x0 and xn, then it is called extrapolation. If x value lies in between x0 and xn, then finding the value of y is called interpolation. And if the x value doesn't lie in between x0 and xn, then the process of finding the value of y is called extrapolation. So now, for example, the values of x and the corresponding y values are given in the table. So x values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the corresponding y values are 4, 7, 12, 19, 28, 39. Now the process of estimating f of 1.5, f of 1.5 lies in between 1 and 2. Then f of 3.5, it lies in between 3 and 4. F of 4.25, it lies in between 4 and 5. So the process of estimating f of 1.5, f of 3.5, f of 4.5 is called interpolation. And the process of estimating f of minus 0.5, so it lies outside 0. So minus 0.5 is not in this range, and minus 1 is also outside 0. It doesn't lie in between 0 and 5. And also 6.25, 6.25 is greater than 5, and also 7 also lies outside this range 0 to 5. So the process of estimating f of minus 0.5, f of minus 1, f of 6.25, f of 7 is called extrapolation. So now we discuss interpolation and extrapolation for both equal and unequal intervals. So for equal intervals there are two formulae. One is Newton's forward interpolation formula, second one is Newton's backward interpolation formula. And now for unequal intervals we have Newton's divided difference formula and Lagrange's interpolation and Lagrange's inverse interpolation formula. Now Newton's forward interpolation formula, in short we can write NF IF, and Newton's backward interpolation formula, so we can write in short as NBIF. So let x0, x1, x2, xn are the equidistant values of x, and the corresponding values of the unknown function y equals f of x be y0, y1, y2 and so on yn. Then Newton's forward interpolation formula NFIF is given by the value of y equals f of x. So using this formula we can find the value of y for any given value of x. X is the independent variable, y is the dependent variable. So the value of y equals f of x at x equals x0 plus rh is, so yr equals f of x. So first term is y0 plus r into delta y0, second term r into delta y0 plus third term r into r minus 1 by 2 factorial into delta square y0 plus r into r minus 1 into r minus 2 by 3 factorial delta cube y0 plus r into r minus 1 into r minus 2 into r minus 3 by 4 factorial delta power 4 y0 and so on. It continues. where r is any real number. Here delta y naught, delta square y naught, delta cube y naught, delta power 4 y naught are leading forward differences. So now r equals, so here x equals x naught plus rh. So r equals x minus x naught by h. So you should remember this, r equals x minus x naught by h. So x is the point, so x is the point at which y is required. X is the point at which y is required, and x naught is the initial point. X naught is the initial point or first value of x. You can take first value of x, and h is the common interval length. H is the common interval length. Now, so you should remember this formula and r. Now, Newton's backward interpolation formula, NBIF. So here also x is the independent variable and y is the dependent variable. For any given value of x, we can find the value of y. So the value of y equals f of x at x equals xn plus rh is yr equals f of x equals first term is yn. So yn is the last value of y plus r into nibla yn plus r into r plus 1. So in Newton's forward formula it is delta y naught, r into delta y naught, here r into nibla yn. Third term r into r minus 1 by 2 factorial, here r into r plus 1 by 2 factorial. So only you have to change the sign. Here it is minus, in forward formula it is minus, in backward formula it is plus. So r into r plus 1 by 2 factorial into nebula square yn plus r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 by 3 factorial nebula cube yn plus r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 into r plus 3 by 4 factorial into nebula power 4 yn, and so on, where r is any real number. And now, so here x is xn plus rh. So r is x minus xn by h. So r, we have to calculate the value of r in the formula. So r is x minus xn by h, where x is the point. So x is the point at which y is required, and xn is the end point. Xn is the end point or last value of x. And h is the common interval length. Now there are important points to remember. These points are very important to solve the problems. If the value of x lies in the first half of the table, or if x is close to x naught, that is first value of x, we have to use Newton's forward interpolation formula. And if the value of x lies in the second half of the table, or if x is close to xn, xn means the last value of x, or if x lies outside the given range, we have to use Newton's backward interpolation formula. Then second point is, so using Newton's forward interpolation formula and Newton's backward interpolation formula, we can also find the polynomial which is in the form of y equals f of x, which satisfies the given data, and it is called as an interpolating polynomial. So interpolating polynomial means it is an algebraic equation which contains only the terms of x. So using these two formulae, we can find the interpolating polynomial for the given set of x and y values. The area of a circle A corresponding to the diameter d is given below. So when diameter is 80, area is 5026. When diameter is 85, area is 5674. When diameter is 90, area is 6362. When diameter is 95, area is 7088. When diameter is 100, area is 7854. So now find the area for diameter d equals 82. So diameter is 82, means radius is 41. We know how to find the area, that is pi r square. So pi into r square, that is 41 square. So pi into 41 square, which is equal to 5281. Approximately we should get this value. So now here, how many values are given here? So 5 sets of points are given. 5 sets of points are given. So now here first we have to see that we have to find the area for the diameter 82. So here 82 means it is near to the first value. 82 is near to the first value, that is x naught. Means we have to apply Newton's forward interpolation formula. So construct forward difference table. Since 82 is closer to the first value, that is 80, we have to apply Newton's forward interpolation formula. So construct forward difference table. So first column x values. So first column is x values. Take diameter as x and area is y. So first column is x values, x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, and second column is area, that is y values, y0, y1, y2, y3, y4. Now first forward differences, that is delta y. So delta y, difference of the two consecutive numbers, that is 5674 minus 5026, that is 648. Then 6362 minus 5674 is 688. Then 7088 minus 6362, 726. 7854 minus 7088 is 766. Second differences are obtained by the first forward differences. So 688 minus 648 is 40. Then 726 minus 688 is 38. Then 766 minus 726 is 40. Now third divided differences, it is obtained by the second differences. Sorry, the third forward differences is obtained by the second forward differences. So 38 minus 40 minus 2, 40 minus 38 plus 2. Then fourth forward differences, 2 minus of minus 2, that is 2 plus 2, that is 4. So now you are first in the table. After constructing the table, you have to identify the leading forward and leading backward differences. So x0 is 80, y0 is 5026. So this is delta y0, delta square y0, delta cube y0, and delta power 4 y0 are the leading forward differences. So in each column you have to take the first values. Now x4 is 100, x4 is 100, y4 is 7854. Then nebula y4, that is 766. Nebula square y4 40, nebula cube y4 2, nebula power 4 y4 is 4. So in each column the last values are called leading backward differences. So in each column the first values are called leading forward differences, and in each column the last values are called leading backward differences. Now to find area when diameter equals 82. So 82 is close to x0, that is 80. So use Newton's forward interpolation formula. So R equals, in the formula we need R value, R equals x minus x0 by h. So x is the value at which y is required. So what is x? So x is 82. So x is 82, x0 is 80 by h. So h is, so common difference between the values of x, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So the difference is 5, common difference is 5. So that is 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is 0.4. Now delta y naught. Delta y naught is 648. Delta square y naught. Delta square y naught is 40. Delta cube y naught. Delta cube y naught is minus 2. And delta power 4 y naught is 4. Now substitute all the values in the formula. So yr equals f of x, f of 82 is y naught. So y naught is first value of y, that is 5026 plus r into delta y naught. R is 0.4 into delta y naught. Delta y naught is 648 plus r into r minus 1 by 2 factorial. 2 factorial is 2. Delta square y naught. Delta square y naught is 40 plus r into r minus 1 into r minus 2 by 3 factorial is 6. Delta cube y naught. Delta cube y naught is minus 2 plus r into r minus 1, r into r minus 1 into r minus 2 into r minus 3 by 4 factorial. 4 factorial is 24 into delta power 4 y naught. Delta power 4 y naught is 4. Now you have to simplify each term separately. So y equals f of 82. So that is equal to, from the first term, y naught is 5026 plus, so r into delta y naught, that is 259.2 minus 4.8 from the third term, from the fourth term minus 0.128, fifth term minus 0.1664. So adding all the values, f of 82 is 5280.1056. So for the diameter 82, area is 5280.1056. So for the diameter D equals 82, area is 5280.1056.